Continuing with the topic simplification, the sixth question, to fill a tank, 25 buckets of water is required. How many buckets of water will be required to fill the same tank if the capacity of the bucket is reduced to 2/5 of its present? So let the capacity per bucket is equal to X. Then the capacity of the tank should be 25 times X. How many buckets of water will be required to fill the same tank if the capacity of the bucket is reduced to 2/5 of its present? If the capacity of the bucket is reduced to 2/5 of its present, means 2/5 times of X. Then how many buckets are required? Number of buckets required now will be to fill in the tank basically. So total capacity of the tank divided by 2x/5. So this x and x can be cancelled. So 25 multiplied by 5 divided by 2. So that will be 125/2. So you get 62.5 liters. We don't know what it is. 62.5 units we put. Number of buckets, sorry. Number of buckets is 62.5. Numbers, you can say. Next one. Free notebooks were distributed equally among children of a class. The number of notebooks each child got was 1/8 of the number of children. So let the number of children is equal to X. Then the number of notebooks each child got is equal to 1/8 of the number of children. Say it is X/8. Therefore, total number of notebooks that will be number of children multiplied by each children number of notebooks means X/8, which is X square by 8. Now, if the number of children is have been half means is equal to X/2, then each child would get 16 notebooks. That means, let me call this as equation 1. Therefore, in this case, second case, total number of notebooks is number of children, which is X/2, multiplied by number of notebooks each child gets. So that becomes 8x. Call this as 1. Both 1 and 2 are denoting number of notebooks. We can equate. We get x square by 8 is equal to 8x. So that is equal to, that implies x by 8 is equal to 8, dividing both sides by x, which means x is 64. Therefore, what is the question? How many notebooks were distributed? Number of notebooks distributed is equal to, we can choose either the second equation or the first equation. Let us choose the second equation. 8 times 64. 8 fours are 32. 3, 8 6 are 48. 48 plus 3 is 512 numbers. That is the solution for this. Let us move on to the next one. 469 plus 174 the whole square minus 469 minus 174 the whole square divided by 469 into 174. The numerator is like a square minus b square, which will give you a plus b into a minus b. So this we can write it as a, that is 469 plus 174, plus b, that's 469 minus 174, times a minus b, means 469 plus 174 minus 469, minus or minus, it becomes plus 174, the whole thing divided by 469 multiplied by 174. That is equal to, now we can cancel these two. We can cancel these two. So that will be 2 times 469 multiplied by 2 times 174 divided by 469 multiplied by 174. This and this gets cancelled, this and this gets cancelled. The result is 4. So here it is option B. The previous one I didn't tick 512, which means option C. Let us move on to the next and the last question. David gets on the elevator at the 11th floor of a building and rides up at the rate of 57 floors per minute. At the same time, Albert gets on an elevator at 51st floor of the same building and rides down at the rate of 63 floors per minute. If they continue traveling at these rates, then at which floor will their paths cross? Let the time taken to cross their paths equal to x minutes. Then, based on whatever is given, that is, David gets on the elevator at 11th floor and rides up at 57 at the rate of 57 floors per minute. It means that 11 plus 57 times x should be the same as 51st floor, and he is coming down, so minus 63 times x, which means 63x plus 57x equal to 51 minus 11, which means this is 0. 120x is 40. That means x is 40 by 120, which will give us 1 by 3. Therefore, both will cross at which floor? So either I can choose this left-hand side or I can choose the right-hand side to find out the floor. 11 plus 57 into 1 by 3, that is 11 plus 19. So it is 30th floor. Even if I use the right-hand side, it will be 51 minus 63 into 1 by 3, which is 51 minus 21. That will also give us 30th floor. So that is the solution. So our option is C.